Huh? Ask Carla, she's in there. You guys out there, can you see it? Is it showing it upside sideways? Is it not sideways? Leah or Sister Delicia? Can you guys tell if it's sideways or not? Let me know if it's not, and I'll try to rotate it. It is sideways, huh? It ain't gonna work that way. All right, well, I put it back this way. Someone said if we could rotate it and start it that way, it would work, but I guess it ain't. Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm using some ear pods, so I don't know. Because they said they couldn't hear when I was doing this. You can hear me good? I did start it sideways, and it still did that. But anyway, tonight's class we've been working on some things, though. I didn't get a chance to do it. Okay, I appreciate you. I got a little team here. We're starting to work on some things. We're only going to start doing this on once a week. We don't know if we're going to keep it on Tuesday or if we're going to put it on Wednesday. But I'll probably keep it on Tuesday. And so we're going to start doing verbs, simple verb conjugations in POnca with a TH. And the TH sound is the D with a slash through it. Sit down. Sit down. This is the type, right here, this is the TH sound. This is the type of verb in POnca. There's many categories in POnca on verbs. And this verb phrase right here, this category is the TH or the D slash through it. So we picked out a few verbs that we're going to do. We're going to talk about it. And the people that do it, we're going to practice saying it, because you have to be repetitive in what you're talking about when you're trying to learn a language. And a lot of you guys that are part POnca or even POnca full blood or whatever, without hearing POnca spoken, it's difficult to learn it. And so we have to be repetitive in when we're speaking it. So right here, we're going to start with these three. Nihon means to live. Nihon. And we're going to start conjugating them. And right here, this is latte. Latte. That means to eat. And also, you're going to hear people say this too, it's also correct. Voila. It's not to be confused with the table. Like I told you guys a month and a half ago, voila means table. Voila means to eat or food. Baton, to drink. Baton means to drink. Now, there's at least 9 common phrases in verb categories in POnca. And we're gonna, like I told you, we're gonna work on different TH sounding verbs in POnca for a whole month, from today till next September. And we're gonna be mixing in a few other words so that we can make simple sentences out of it, using I or you or we, because those are the most common that, you know, because it affects you. I statements, you statements, or we as a whole. But you gotta remember in POnca we have, out of the six common conjugations, that stands for you singular. Third person, we, you plural, and they. Could even be, also could be them. But in the most common ways, it's going to be like this way. Verb. Third person, most generally, is going to be the verb itself. I just put verb. We will always be like this way. And it depends, like this one, Nihon. The verb can change based on these two, even though they're TH sounding verbs. And as we go along, I'll show you by using, that's why I use one right there. It'll change. But for right now, we're just going to do it this way. Now we're going to put an N and an I, because based on this right here will be this type of verb with a THA. Now this here will be these all go together right here. And the day will be the verb plus an I. So like I say, you all lifted, I would say, I'm going to talk in past tense. Nihon, POnca. Nihon, POnca means you all had lifted it or her or him. You all had lifted. And like I said, I might confuse you, but because it's, hold on. Right here. This is what you call past participle in our language. Nihon, POnca. You all had lifted her. And so remember these verbs. Like I said, screenshot them or write them down, because I'm going to start showing you different conjugations. Kevin making sound. And give us 1 second real quick. Lisa, can you pray us in real quick? I'm running late as usual on my ending time, so I apologize. Go ahead, Lisa.
Great Father, we thank you so much for the opportunity for us to come together and learn. Pray that you would open our minds and our hearts to be able to learn all that you need and want us to learn. I pray that you help to open our ears and our voices to be able to pronounce and understand very quickly the words and the way to pronounce things and the meaning behind the words. I pray that you would draw us together as people, understanding and learning new things and understanding the heart of the Kongo language and the heart of the Kongo people. We love you so much. In Jesus' name.
Amen. I hope so. And anyway, anytime that you guys can't make it down here, we're also going to post it on YouTube. My sister in Sister Connie, I want to say thank you, and Sister Barbara for always helping me, and Lisa and my aunt and a few other people that had been here, even Elena. I appreciate all the help that we had gotten from whoever comes to help us. But you can find it on YouTube. I'm going to put this back over. These are PH. Verbs.
There's just 12. Is there water? Can we put them out there? Water. Okay.
Okay. Now on this right here, this is where this conjugates into like 26 different ways. Actually, probably a little more than that, but anyway, we're only gonna do the basic 6. And our Omaha rails that watch, they do a basic 4, but we POncas do basic 6. Nihon. Nihon. I lifted it. Nihon. You lifted her. We're gonna start, I'm gonna just say it one time, and then I'm gonna go walk around in here, and I'm gonna have people practice this. Each person, because that's the only way you're gonna learn. Nihon. She lifted him. Oh, Nihon. Oh, Nihon. We lifted it. Nihon. You all lifted her. Nihon. They lifted it. So we're gonna start off with Emily. We got a very few people here. And like I said, they're taking temperatures in here. Wear a mask if you choose to wear a mask, but remember, social distancing, we're trying to practice that. And I'm not wearing a mask. Everybody else got some mask on anyway. Emily, come up here. I'm just gonna have y'all come up here. It's the best way to do it. This is one of our former POnca princesses, Emily Smith Cornell. Former POnca princess. This verb right here is Nihon. To live. Emily, we're going to practice saying this 2 times. Say, Nihon. You can read that part. Nihon, then read that part. Yeah. And remember, on all of these you see here, you can change each one of these to I lifted her, him, or it. I'm just changing them up. So remember at the beginning of that. Nihon. Nihon. Say it again. Nihon. Oh, the high. Oh, the high. Oh, the high. Nihon. 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 It's like if it was not nozzle, it'd be Nihon. It's Nihon because it's nozzle. Nihon. When you feel it right here, Nihon, it's nozzle. Yeah. They lifted it. And whatever you guys are saying is, you guys practice saying it. Come on, Niko, we need you, girl. You want to? Well, let's just practice saying it all together if y'all don't want to come up there. Listen, that way I don't put you on the spot, but Emily, you're a champion. Emily's a champion. Okay, listen. At the same time, let's hear it. We're going to say it. Bliham. Bliham. Tisha, say it. Bliham. Nihon.
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 Nihon. Nihon. Oh, Nihon. Oh, Nihon. And another thing, so our Omaha relatives in POnca, so you know the difference between us when we speak to our counterparts, will leave that off. They just say, oh, Nihon. Oh, Nihon. Oh, Nihon. And both ways are correct. For them, they choose to do that. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but as POncas, when we speak, you hear the difference in it. Some of it's identical, some of it's just worded different, and some of it's just said in a different dialect, the Omaha and the POnca dialect. But I love you, Omaha relatives, believe that. Neat, huh?
Neat,
There's a pause here. Neat, huh?
Neat,
Neat, huh?
Neat,
Behind.
Behind.
It's like you're saying, I'm behind.
Behind.
They lifted it. Now, does anybody want to try to say these? Just remember, be confident. Bliha, Niha, Liha, Liha, Ni, Liha, Liha. Remember, when you're speaking POnca or any language for that matter, you have to practice, because without practicing, it's going to be difficult and impossible to speak. And you guys can eat pizza at any time. I also want to say thank you to my brother-in-law, Brenton Carney. He and I bought 10 pizzas for whoever wants to come and eat some. And if there's any left, take it home. And there's waters right here, cold water. We got masks too, and we'll take your temperature when you come in. But when we go back over for the audience here, I lifted it, Bliham. You lifted her, Nihon. She lifted him, Nihon. And this could also be said like this way too, actually. Actually, these two right here are identical in a lot of ways. So, depending on the rest of the sentence on it, or the context of the sentence, you'll know. So, Nihon, she lifted him. Oh, Nihon. Oh, Nihon. We lifted it. Nihon. Nihon. You all lifted her, or you all lifted him, or it. Behind, they lifted it. So, in these verb conjugations that we have here, these are the most basic. Now, I'm going to show you something just to show you something. I want to show you something different here, just to throw a curveball in here, because I truly believe that you got to really want to learn this language to learn it. Right here, we've been hung. We've been hung. That means I lifted you. Yeah.
Can you go over the pronouns? Like pronouncing them? Yeah.
the most common pronouns right here. Oh. These right here are pronouns. We means I to you. We means I to you. Like when they say weebla, that means people say thank you, but it means I thank you. And the literal translation means I praise you. But that's the closest word that POnca and omahas have to thank you, is to praise you. We, it's I to you, it's a pronoun. Thee is the you pronoun, third person to you. So like you would say, Nihon. She thanks you. Nihon. Or excuse me, Nidahon. Excuse me, Nidahon. 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 Nidahon means she thanks you or he thanks you. Nidahon. I'm using this weeblahan. Nidahon. And then you would say, Angudahan. Angudahan means we thank you. We thank you. Or you could also just say, Wongade Wiblahan. No, that's what I think all of you. But anyway, let me just show you. I'm better at showing people. So right here, look, these common ones means I thank you. She thanks you. We thank her. Now remember, in POnca, don't get mixed up, because in POnca, to pray, to thank, and to be thankful are different words. When you thank somebody, it's dahon. When you pray, is wahon. And then when you're thankful, wekishna. Wekishna, dahon, wahon. Or some it depends if it changes wahon. So don't get confused, because listen. I got so much to teach, and there's so many similarities. In English, you guys assume that it's the same, but it's not. In POnca and omaha, it is so precise on what we're speaking about, there's no mistake most of the time. No mistake. Except for when you use omaha. And we're going to get into that too. Omaha's article in POnca is one of the most obscure words there are. It's for inanimate objects, it's for animate objects, it's for singular objects, it's for plural objects. It's for things in motion, it's for things not in motion. It's the most obscure word there is in POnca, omaha. But we're going to get into that later in the road, but I got to get you on these verbs, because let me tell you something. We can talk about nouns all day long, but you'll never be able to speak POnca, because you got to learn how to conjugate these verbs. Without learning conjugations, you can't speak no language. So these are pronouns right here, pronouns I'm showing you with Baha means to pray or to thank. So, Weeblahan. How many of you POncas know what Weeblahan means?
Thank you.
Weeblahan. What does it mean?
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Vidahan.
She thanks you.
Vidahan. She thanks you, or he thanks you, it thanks you. Or, and you change it like this way, Vidahan. They thank you. Angudahan. This means we. It means she to you right here. She, to, third person to you. I to you. We thank her. And then you got other words where you say, Wangi de Wiblahan. I thank all of you. Wangi de Wiblahan. Or you can say, Glut ba Wiblahan. Bluga. Blugas de Wiblahan. So many ways to talk in POnca. So anyway, we're going to go on, but we're going to go back to this. So screenshot these so you understand. Remember, these right here are pronouns. Pronoun prefixes. And we're working on getting lesson plans and a whole bunch of things. Like I said, I had all this time I should have been working, but I'm putting in anywhere from 9 to 12 hours a day because we got a lot of things that need to be done around here in POnca country, and I thank God that He gave me the ability, and I thank the POnca Council and everyone that helps us. And all you people that are donating to us, I just want to thank you guys in Texas, people all over that are helping our POnca people. We appreciate everything that you're doing for us. We can't say enough. Thank you. And so anyway, on all of these, you're always going to have a pronoun prefix. I'm going to write this down because I want you guys to be ready and thinking about what I'm talking about here. So right here we got pronoun prefixes. You can just say pronoun. Verb prefixes, past tense, future tense. And a lot of people always tell me I'm doing stuff too hard, but let me tell you something. If you study this, you're gonna start unlocking your mind. What I mean by unlocking your mind, because sometimes, let me tell you something about most Indians. We think American, we don't think Native American. And in our case, we don't think POnca. That's the truth. And we might not want to hear that. We might look like we're Indian. We might be dark-skinned, but up here, we've been beaten for over a century now. It's time to come back. And remember, everything that we've been told, all the things that we read that were true about our people. And ask God to help your spirit to understand these things, because sometimes you ain't never going to understand this because you want to be American. Mahithonga. Let me tell you something. In our old days, we never said we're American. When I went to federal prison, I found myself saying I'm an American. In the old days, our people never said that. POnca bliho, the POnca bliho. And you have to remember that. Remember who you are and who you come from. So right before I start writing again, we're going to go back over what we just talked about. Blihan. Say blihan. Blihan. You got to be active when you're trying to learn something. Participate. Nihon. Blihan. Blihan. Oh, Blihan. Oh, Blihan. Oh, Blihan. Nihon. 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 They lifted it. We have to be active, I'm telling you. All those years when I was young, I listened to my great-grandfather and my grandmother and my mother and all kind of elders that came over there. I ain't saying I know anything, but what little I do know, I try to teach it every day. And I fell off a long time, but I got to start getting back on pre-recording things and posting them, because let me tell you something. And we're going to put it on YouTube. We no longer have a page on Facebook, but we're going to start using YouTube on it, or you can go to my my Facebook page. But If you really want to learn this, you got so many questions, ask them. If I'm able to teach you, I'm going to teach you. But the one thing I can tell you is I can teach you how to make sentences in POnca by thinking about it. A lot of people, they can understand POnca, but they don't know how to speak it. And I don't understand because you understand POnca, but you can't speak it. But the thing is, this is what I believe. I used to be afraid to try to speak it, but I could understand it okay. But I was always afraid to speak it because I got told a lot of things about, hey, you're talking about, you're going to make it look bad. That's basically what they said, but not them words. My mother and my grandmother. And so anyway, we got to start practicing every day. And I'm telling you, it's making simple sentences I'm telling you, I just sit there and think of stuff all the time. Today I see my grandpa, Lewis Hedman, and I told him, I said, I apologize for me not inviting you over here more often. He said, it's okay, I'm busy. You know, he talked to me in POnca, he asked me how I'm doing. He said, Nihon. I said, I'm good. He told me to say it in POnca. I said, ooh, damamliho. I said, dishti. And he started laughing at me because I said, and you too? And so anyway, but sometimes I still get in that way where I'm afraid to talk back to these elders, but you know, because I'm so used to saying it in English. But so anyway, we're going to still use Nihon to lift. Can you guys see this? Shanu dake Nihon wa. Shanu means dog. K means the, but it has reference to things that are dead or helpless. Nihon, you lift, or you lifted. But that's just past tense. It can be past tense or future tense. Without saying Nihon tamike, you'll lift it. That's future tense. Now when you say past tense, past participle, you say Nihon, Nike. You had lifted it. When a man asks a question in POnca, he's going to use that wa at the end, or he might not even use nothing. He might just say Shanu dake Nihon. Did you lift the dead dog? And I'm not even saying the dog's dead, because I don't have to say it's dead, because I'm using a POnca article that has reference to a dead dog. Something that's inanimate, it's dead. The only way this POnca article, noun, sit down, baby. Did you eat pizza? Go eat pizza. Verb. Question. So you guys understand. Shanu dake Nihon wa. You women don't speak like that though. You gotta say Shanu dake Nihon wa. This is a woman's way. Nihon wa. Nihon wa. Shanu dake Nihon wa. Did you lift the dead dog? I'm asking you a question. You can say, Onkaji means no. Say Onkaji. Onkaji. I can't hear them little girls over there saying nothing. Onkaji. It means no. Onkaji. Yeah. Onkaji and POnca and Omaha mean no. When you say, you guys ever hear that say, uh-huh? What does that mean? Niko, uh-huh? That's right. But that word that you hear in English came from Omaha and POnca. POnca, Omaha, however you want to say it. And that word, I'm serious, it really came from that. So, and then also, someone says, Shanzake Nihon wa that also means yes. It's an abbreviation. In that dictionary, you're going to see it like this way. But this is the true form right here. I'm not saying that's slang, but it's also understood as yes. But this, without a doubt, could only mean yes. So, Shanzake Nihon wa. Okay, she lifted the dead dog. Okay, now remember, noun, listen, noun, article, verb, question marker. You won't hardly see this in a book. But if I was to ask, I'm going to ask Emily, Ijaji, Idadawan. I just asked you, what is your name? Idadawan means what is it? Ijaji means name, Ditache means your. Ijaji, Ditache, Idadawan. What is your name? And then you're going to hear a woman, she's going to say, Ijaji, Ditache, Idada. What is your name? And you're going to hear an Omaha say it like this way, Ijaji, Didi, Tate, Idada. Didi, Tate, Idada. We say, Ditake. They say, Didi, Tate, Idada. That just means what? I love hearing you guys talk. Boy, you guys. Good ones. Health, your, I, lift, I can. Ti di tache blihan, blia. Ti di tache blihan, blia. So like right here it says, Ti di tache blihan, blia. I can't lift your house. I can't lift your house. And this is all going back to our verb conjugations with the hump. Ti, di ta, ke, bliha, bliha. Bliha, bliha. Say it, bliha.
Bliha.
Bliha. I can't. Can you lift that house? Bliha. Say it. Now, T, we talk, ke, nia. T, we talk, ke, nia. We already got this, nia. Blia, so what is nia? You can't lift my house. So when you say you can't lift my house, or you can't, it's nia. Blia means I can't. Dia, she, he, or it can't. Lia, we can't. Nia, you all can't. And then when you say they can't. Everything can be conjugated. Everything. I believe. So let's say it one more time. T, di ta, okay?
T, di ta, okay.
T, di ta, okay?
T, di ta, okay.
Bliha, blia.
Bliha, blia.
Bliha, blia.
Bliha, blia.
Bliha, blia. You're cutting it off because it's got this long little stop right here. I can't lift your house. And now I'm going to make it into a U form. So I want you guys to understand. Am I on your guys' way, Kev? Can you guys see? Now I'm gonna ask some other questions. Remember onkashi?
No.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put I can't and I can. Hold up. This ain't right. Hold up. No. I can. Uwakihi. Uwakihi. What does it mean? I can. Uwakihi. I can. Blia. What does it mean?
Can't.
Onkashi. What does it mean?
No.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. This right here is a combination. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if there is a word to call it. But it comes from a pronoun and it comes from an article in POnca. It's a combination. What is called a combo. There may be a word in English, but I don't know. Shady istinike Nihon, yeah. Monkey. And in that dictionary, you're going to see this. I'm not talking about no elder, but I've never heard it called istinike. Istinike is what I've always known about. Istinike. Istinike means monkey. They said a long time ago, we used to have little creatures like that on this continent. They're extinct now. They used to like to run at people and they scare them. Little humanoid things with hair on them. So we use that word today for monkey. And so, but you Omaha relatives, you say ishtini. They say ishtinike. This is what they say. We still understand it. Ishtidike. They say, Omaha relatives say ishtidike. That POnca dictionary says ishtinike. This is the only way I've ever heard it. Ishtinike. Only way I ever heard it. So I'm going to use what I know. Shady, ishtinike, dike, Nihon, yeah. Now, translate it. You got everything wrote up there. A combo, a combination, a noun, an article, two verbs at the end. That one, monkey, it's sitting down. Because there could be a bunch of monkeys swinging on the trees, or it could be running around, hopping up and down. But that monkey is sitting down. That's where that article comes in. I don't have to say, glink means to sit. I don't have to say that because this article already is describing something. These are used in POnca to describe objects. So if there's a bunch of monkeys, which one are we talking about?
The one sitting down.
The one sitting down, you're right. So now, Shady, Ishinike, Linke, Nihon, yeah.
Can I take a guess?
You guys, that's what I want you guys. I want you
You
to
can't
guess.
lift that monkey sitting down?
You
You
don't-
can't lift that monkey sitting?
That one monkey sitting down, you can't lift it. But you don't even have to say sitting down. You could just say, that one monkey, you can't lift it. Shading, Nihon, Shading.
Say thee. Say thee.
But you don't put the shading. It's a softer deal because remember, it's a grave accent. Well, sometimes when I'm trying to get you to, when you guys watching and you fluent or semi-fluent speakers, when I'm trying to explain that to them, I'm not trying to give that that accent acute because I know it's not acute, but I'm trying to get them to understand that it's a nozzle I. Shading. Shading. Ishtinike. Ishtinike. Like. Ni. Huh. Nia. Kind of cut it off. Nia.
Yeah. You.
That one monkey, you can even say that monkey, you can't lift it. You can translate all kind of stuff, but I would say that one monkey, you can't lift it. But you already know it's that one sitting down. But we're going back to this. We're making all these senses, people, if you're watching. I don't know how many's watching, but listen. While going back to we're still using to lift. Nihon. And let me tell you guys, when you guys get good, teach somebody. Don't be afraid not to teach them. Let me tell you something. That POnca dictionary, in my mind, is one of the greatest books that I ever seen besides Dorsey's work. But if you know Dorsey's work, and then you know POnca, or you're okay with POnca or Omaha, that POnca dictionary is a gold mine. It's a treasure that has no price to it. But if you don't know POnca, it's not ever going to be any kind of way that you're going to be able to translate a sentence or conjugate a sentence or to formulate a sentence because it's a dictionary. You got to know the sentence structure. And sometimes, even though I can write these up, but sometimes I can't explain them right because I just know. I just know. That's why I need help. Milwaukee, what does it mean? Leah,
I can't.
Kashi.
No.
Ah,
Yes.
in POnca you have to start using uwaki because you guys have the ability. It means I'm able or I can. I am able or I can. It also means this. I'm able. You don't want to use this word unless they're telling you, let's go kill somebody. Blia. Blia. It's the only word I can. How you doing? Blia. That's the only time you want to use that, or someone trying to make you do something you don't want to do. Blia. Blia. Talk to, you know what's up. Talk to the head. I can't. Sometimes I get stupid with it, but yeah. I'm Kashi. Like if I ask you, Nishkana one. But like that, I'll probably just say Nishkana. I wasn't going to throw the wall. Sometimes you got to throw the wall in the end. But Nishkana. Ne means you go. Shkana means you want. So, Nishkana, what does that mean? You go, you want. Nishkana, Neshkana, do you want to go? Emily, Neshkana, do you want to go? Uncle. I didn't want you to go anyway. She looked through the brick wall of all the people. Okay, anyway. Now, we're going to throw a pronoun back in there. Oh, crap. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. Lisa, come up here real quick. Lisa is one of our number ones. Now, this right here, look, people, this is all we're worried about here. Now, look at that. Come look at it. You stand there. Go ahead and put the camera on her, Mama.
No.
Okay, Nihon. There he is.
Nihon.
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 I just want you to translate it. Nihon. Oh my back cramped up.
I can't lift that for you.
I can't lift you.
I can't lift you.
You might weigh 400 pounds. I can't lift you. I'm blow my back out.
Nihon.
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 Yeah, because you want it's almost like you're trying to say we blah, huh? That means I think, but we believe, huh? Yeah, I lift you. I lift you. And then you say we blah, blah. I can't lift you. Now I'm going to show you something a little bit different. I just want you guys to listen. I'm going to start writing sentences. I'm going to put them on, but I want you guys to try to translate them. Niko, try it out, Niko. You don't have to say it. I just want you to translate it. This right here, Niko, look, means she to you. He, she, it to you. That's why I put third, because the third person is she, he, it, or they, or them. But those last two are plural. Nihon, they are. And that just means, this right here just means to lift. The other one says she can't lift, or he can't lift, or she can't, I mean she can or he can't, excuse me. I gotta eat something, hold up. You guys figure that one out. Try it out, bro. There's sheep pizza over too, y'all eat sheep pizza. Don't be afraid to try to say them because I'm telling you. And remember in POnca, it goes from this way to that way. From right to left. Excuse me, relative, I gotta eat something. I'm hungry. I don't need to eat too much, but I'm hungry.
How do we know if it's he or she?
Well, if you see, if you remember, you visually, normally when you say something like that, you're seeing it.
Well, right.
So since it's a sense that we don't see it, you just make it up. I'm serious, because you don't see, or if there's a book, picture book, so you would say, Didi, huh? Yeah. And me, because I'm a guy, I'm always going to use a woman or a female. She can't lift you. That's all it means. She can't lift you. Girl, you swole. She can't lift you. Yep. And if you would just leave off the and it's just Didi, huh? She lifted you. Mm-hmm. And all our face masks come from China, I'm just saying. Britain, look at this one. Right now I'm not focused on y'all speaking it, but I just want you to translate it. Nihon, POnca. Nihon, POnca.
And you said.
Oh, Britain.
My last one there.
Okay, well, Lisa, let's go with you then. We're gonna use Lisa again. It's you all past tense. And I'm gonna give you the singular and the past. I'm gonna give you singular and plural. All this is the same but singular. Nihon, Niko. Nihon, POnca. Translate both of them. You wanna try it?
Y'all lifted. No?
You all lifted you.
We all lifted you?
It. You all lifted it.
You all had lifted it.
Half.
Had. Past participle. Even though I put past tense, it's past participle.
Okay.
You all had lifted it, or you all had lifted him, or you all had lifted
Her.
her. And so what is Nihon? Okay, it's singular. Say it again. But what does that mean in English? You had lifted her. You had lifted him. You had lifted it. Okay. Oh, I forgot what There's two ways to write this, but I'm gonna write this way. Oh. Past. Okay, it says Ongu lehai POnca. Ongu lehai POnca. It says us, we lifted third person, we past participle. Ah. Take a guess. Don't be scared. No matter no matter if it's wrong, you're making an attempt.
Scott.
Hold on, come closer. Us, we had lifted them. Us, we had lifted them. Just show the emphasis on us, we. And POnca, they speak like that. It's just like some of them remember them GI verbs I told you? Like when you say Nihon, she's satisfied. Nihon, she's satisfied. Nihon, I'm satisfied. Nihon, you're satisfied. But when you put we Nihon, I am satisfied. It shows an emphasis on what we're speaking about. I don't know how to say that in English terms, but But I know how to say it in POnca and translate it. It requires some kind of, I can't think of the language to use on it. Or you could say, Niko, she's satisfied with me. Niko. Or you would say, Niko, Sean. We're satisfied with it. It gets really into it's showing more like you're really showing you're really expressing yourself. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. You're really expressing yourself. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I never said I was, but yeah. So anyway, I'm eating and I apologize. I'm starving. I'm famished. And we're about to wrap this up, but I just want to say I love y'all. Stay safe. And listen, all y'all that's sick out there, we're praying for you. Those of you that got mental depression or whatever you got going on in your life, remember, you ain't alone. We pray for you. We love you. I also want to thank God for Grandpa Doug. He tested negative. I read my little cousin's post. I hope that, and I saw my nephew, Stevie Bear's boy out here. Anyway, he's healed and his family's healed. So, and all you people that lost loved ones, my heart goes out to you. And Malinga, try your hardest to live. That's what I just said. Malinga, try your hardest to live. Shana, go ahead, shut it off, Mom. Yes, let me put this off while I finished.